Good evening, welcome to the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate Oman Television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq issues a royal decree. The President of the Republic of Botswana reviews an investment opportunities in the Sultanate of Oman. And Madain announces the tender for the implementation of the first phase of the Suwaiq Industrial City to develop 5 million square meters. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq issued Royal Decree number 91/2025. Article 1 ratifies the agreement between the government of the Sultan of Oman and the Council of Ministers of the Kyrgyz Republic on mutual visa waiver for holders of diplomatic, special and service passports according to the attached annex. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to Her Excellency Sanai Takaichi on her being elected as Prime Minister of Japan. His Excellency Duma Gideon Boko, President of the Republic of Botswana, was briefed on investment opportunities during his visit to the Oman Investment Authority as part of the current visit to the Sultanate of Oman. The guest president was received by His Excellency Abdul Salam bin Mohammed Al Murshidi, Chairman of the Oman Investment Authority, who provided him with an explanation of the Oman Investment Authority, its investment portfolios, and the mechanism for distributing investments by sector and geography within the outside the Sultanate of Oman. The guest president listened to the presentations by several companies affiliated with the Oman Investment Authority, highlighting the investment opportunities available in several sectors, including clean energy, mining, logistics and food. These sectors offer promising investment opportunities, leveraging the accumulated expertise of the Sultanate of Oman and Botswana. His Excellency President Duma Gideon Boko for the Republic of Botswana said that this visit aims to solidify the foundations of the partnership and cooperation in various fields of joint work.
My visit here today is the culmination of a series of engagements that began in July 2025. And so we started our contact. I sent a team here that engaged with the Omani Investment Authority, and today I'm here to cement what is a solid partnership, a cooperation that involves many areas of collaboration in mining, in infrastructure, in investment, in the financial sector, and in the energy space. So we have a memorandum of understanding that we've concluded. We are now working on specific sectors pursuant to that memorandum of understanding, and we have concretized projects that we will begin to roll out together with the Oman Investment Authority. So the relationship between Botswana and Oman is now firm and solid.
On his turn, His Excellency Abdul Salam bin Mohammed Al Murshidi, Chairman of the Oman Investment Authority, stated that the visit aims to explore the available investment opportunities between the Sultanate of Oman and the Republic of Botswana, with a focus on numerous tools for economic integration between the two sides. In a statement to ONA, he emphasized the seriousness of the Botswanan side to activate areas for cooperation and partnership, particularly in the field of food security, for importing red meat from Botswana and exporting fish products and derivatives of all kinds from the Sultanate of Oman. He also highlighted cooperation in the energy sector alongside other new sectors currently being explored for collaboration between the two sides. His Excellency Duma Gideon Boko, President of the Republic of Botswana, visited the Royal Opera House, Muscat, as part of his visit to the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency toured the building and listened to the briefing about its departments and facilities, the nature of its performance, its seasons, and its year-round programs. He also reviewed its state-of-the-art equipment, which is considered among the most modern in the field of international musical performances. During his tour, he was briefed on the rich architectural design of the building, which highlights Oman's architectural heritage combined with architectural culture from various continents. At the conclusion of his visit, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Botswana signed the guest book expressing his happiness and visiting the Royal House, Muscat, and praising its efforts and its cultural and architectural heritage. The Municipal Council of Dhofar Governorate discussed a number of service and development topics and projects in the Governorate. During the meeting, the Council reviewed the Dhofar Municipality's report on the regulation of residential buildings for commercial purposes in the Wilaya of Solala. The Council also reviewed a study on the implementation of the marine fishing port development project in the Wilaya of Mirbat. The Council also reviewed with the Directorate General of Education in the Dhofar Governorate educational plans and initiatives in the Governorate's schools, which align with the educational goals and priorities of the Oman Vision 2040. The meeting was chaired by His Highness Sayyid Marwan bin Turki Al Said, Governor of Dhofar. The Public Establishment for Industrial Estates Madain has announced the tender for the infrastructure and utilities project for the first phase of Suwaiq Industrial City in North Al-Batna Governorate. Madain announced that the first phase of the city includes the development of 5 million square meters, including the construction of an internal road, water, electricity and sewage networks, in addition to basic facilities and services. The tender also includes a construction of several greenhouses units to implement modern hydroponic farming techniques, contributing to support food security and enhancing agricultural investments and supporting industries. His Excellency Stefan Blattler, Attorney General of the Swiss Confederation, delivered 2 specialized lectures on cybercrime and economic crime at the Public Prosecution Service Complex in the Airport Heights. His Excellency the Attorney General provided an overview of the Swiss Federal Prosecution Services, its powers, and the privacy of the Swiss legal system. He also addressed the concept of these 2 crimes, their forms, the mechanisms for detecting and prosecuting them, and effective methods for addressing these cases. He also reviewed current challenges and future prospects and the importance of strengthening international cooperation to confront and combat these crimes. These 2 lectures come within the framework of joint cooperation between the Public Prosecution Service and the Swiss Federal Prosecution Service in exchanging expertise and best practices to combat organized crime. Bilateral meetings between Omani and Qatari companies took place in Muscat. This comes to enhance economic trade and investment cooperation between the Sultan of Oman and the State of Qatar. More in the following report.
Enhancement of economic, trade and investment cooperation, as well as expanding partnership horizons between companies in the Sultanate of Oman and the State of Qatar, were the highlights of the bilateral meeting between Omani and Qatari companies in Muscat This meeting represents an opportunity to exchange expertise in the export and trade sector.
The objective of this event today is to leverage and increase the bilateral trade between the two countries, and also encouraging a positive discussion between the businessmen in the countries, and also to explore the investment opportunity in the country, increase the current of investment promotions, and also the investment discussion between the businessmen in the two countries.
More than 45 Qatari companies participated in the meeting, covering sectors including construction, plastics, packaging and filling, electricity, materials for the oil and gas sectors, infrastructure, food products, consumer goods, health and medical products, home furniture, and other sectors.
We are bringing with us 45 companies from Qatar to the Omani market after a very extensive study that we have done about what is needed in the Omani market. We understand the products and the services that we can be competitive in this market for. So therefore we have identified the opportunities from the private sector in Qatar and came with these 45 companies that we believe will have an appeal in this very vibrant market in the Sultanate of Oman.
The trade exchange volume between the Sultanate of Oman and the State of Qatar exceeded 666 million Omani riyals last year, an increase of 17% year-on-year, confirming the strength of economic and trade relations between the two brotherly countries.
Still to come on News Bulletin. The first national conference on green hospitals and net zero is launched under the theme Transitioning Towards Sustainable Healthcare. The Ministry of Defense and the Sultan's Armed Forces organized a celebration to mark Omani Women's Day. The celebration featured a variety of performances, including a national operetta highlighting the role of Omani women in promoting national development and the effective contribution across all fields. And then a variety of musical pieces were also performed. The ceremony was presided over by Her Highness Sayyida Mayan bint Shihab Al Said. Major General Matar bin Salim Al Blushi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman, received a delegation from the Royal Saudi Land Forces, headed by Major General Ali bin Hamad Ajhani, acting head of the Strategic Planning Authority in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. During the meeting, they exchanged views and discussed a number of military topics of mutual interest. As part of the national efforts to promote environmental sustainability in the healthcare sector, the first national conference on green hospitals and net zero was launched under the theme Transitioning Towards Sustainable Healthcare. The conference, which supports the Oman Vision 2040's goal of achieving carbon neutrality, highlighted the importance of integrating environmental sustainability principles into the healthcare system and keeping pace with global developments in the field of great hospitals or green hospitals. The program also included discussions, sessions in national initiatives, scientific papers, and innovative projects highlighting the importance of using clean energy in healthcare. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth organized a symposium titled Omani Women in Foreign Sources. The symposium aimed to shed light on the presence and contribution of Omani women throughout the ages, as documented in foreign sources. It also aimed to highlight the role of Omani women in building civilization and framing their achievements in various fields. Furthermore, it explored rich and little-known foreign documents that contribute to enrich Omani and Arab libraries, highlighting the historical, social, and economic role of Omani women through foreign narratives. A delegation from the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry visited the People's Republic of China, where they held extensive meetings with a number of manufacturers and investors. The Omani delegation also learned about the latest modern technologies and export opportunities, which open new horizons for trade cooperation between the two friendly countries. The delegation participated in the Canton International Fair, China Import and Export Fair in Guangzhou, to explore investment and trade opportunities and obtain agencies to import Chinese products and distribute them in Omani markets. This visit is part of the Chamber's efforts to enable entrepreneurs to learn about the experiences of developing countries in the fields of trade, industry, and food security, and to build trade partnerships between Omani business owners and their counterparts from China and various countries participating in the fair. You're watching the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq issues a royal decree. The President of the Republic of Botswana reviews the investment opportunities in the Sultanate of Oman. And Madai announces the tender for the implementation of the first phase of the Suwaik Industrial City to develop 5 million square meters. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and in the studios, and myself, Suhail Al-Kindi, thanks for watching. Good night.